there, and welcome to class. I want to start off with a little bit of housekeeping before we get to this amazing session. So, number one, we do ask that you keep your mic closed for the duration of today's course, and you can do that by looking in the lower left-hand corner. You'll see that red Ghostbuster sign. That means your mic is off. That is perfect, but please feel free to utilize the chat box. Now, secondly, I want to make sure that you can see the screen. So I want you to look at the very top of your screen. You're going to see a number of different magnifying glasses. I want you to choose the one that says main screen, and that's going to zoom you in right to the main screen. So the question that I so often get is, how am I going to make sure that my attendance is tracked? Well, no worries. We've got your back. We will be taking attendance throughout the course. So there's no action needed on your part. No need to check in. We've got you. And then lastly, for Q&A. So you might want to submit content-related questions to our presenters. So we're going to put a link in the chat and click that link. It's going to open up in your browser, and that's how you can submit your questions to our presenters. You can look through the chat and you can upvote any questions that you already might have. So go ahead and do that and have a great class.
Hi, Leo. How are you?
Good afternoon to everybody with us on the call.
Good afternoon, everybody, to EXP agents. We're so happy to have you with us here today to hear about our Revenos, EXP's Revenos State of the Union. And I'm delighted to have Leo Pereira, our Chief Strategy Officer, with us today. Leo, why don't you go ahead and kick it off? Let's go ahead and start with our agents and let them know all the exciting things that have been happening.
Yeah, so this is probably one of the most near and dear things to me since I got to EXP. How I joined the company was Glenn had reached out to me about joining on the tech side, and I told him as much as I enjoy and can build tech, I'm far more interested in building revenue and building the business side of the real estate. I grew up in the real estate industry. I was a producer, and so I've always been obsessed with doing more business, scale, and enhancing your business. And when I met Dawn and the team that she runs, I was super excited when I first got here because I felt that we had a lot of the pieces. So a lot of the folks you'll hear from today, from Terry Jeffries with Express Offers and Kevin in Making It Rain, we're all somewhat separated and disparate. And that's when we came up with the new name and the new group of Revenos. You know, one of the things I've always said when coaching agents is what needs to be tracked needs to be measured, and naming and branding goes very hand in hand. So Revenos as a name and a brand was very important for us to be able to articulate our value proposition both internally and externally. And externally, that becomes very fun because just like you guys are in the trenches lead generating every day, Don and I spend a good portion of our time doing that externally. So the one thing that I was not aware of before joining EXP is what makes us so unique. And there are many things that make us unique in our value proposition, but I'll tell you that we are the single largest monolithic real estate brokerage in the world, especially in the United States. And what that means is when Dawn or I get on the phone with a large customer who could be a hedge fund, who could be an REO disposition company, who could be a relocation company, who could be an affinity company, we are the single largest one brokerage solution. What that means is if one of these opportunities goes to a Keller Williams, a Remax, a Realogy, it's very different because they're working with franchises. So there could be 700-800 independent companies that you have to deal with versus we are a one-stop solution. And that's actually the value proposition that Dawn and I pitched to these folks, that we have a network of agents across the United States with one phone call. They could be working with all of you wonderful agents. So that's how I present it. That's how we've been able to bring in additional business. And Dawn and her team have been doing a phenomenal job. So I'll pass it back to Dawn with that quick introduction as to how I see this business unit and how we spend a good amount of our waking hours trying to make sure we bring in more opportunity for all of you guys.
Thanks, Leo. And that's the truth. We do have a great team. We've got a great team of internally with Cindy Nixon and Terry Jeffries and Kevin Kamitsky and Kelvin, who runs our REO division, and so Zalea. So we've got a tremendous team. But what makes it so great, Leo, is that our agents, we've got the best agent network out there. And when I met with a corporate client this morning, both Kelvin and I were on with an investor client this morning, and it was really exciting to talk to them. All we had to do was go ahead and show them what we've done, the programs that we have, how our agents have performed, and they were immediately said, "This is great. We definitely want to work with you and with EXP." So very exciting to be here today and to talk about where we've been. Basically, Leo, it was just 2 years ago this month that Jason and Glenn brought me on board to start the REO division, which is the foreclosure division, the relocation division, and also the affinity division. And since then, since Leo's come, we also have brought in Express Offers and Terry Jeffries onto the team, which is delightful because she's been doing an exceptional job with Express Offers in our iBuyer program. And then we have Kevin Kamitsky on our Making It Rain also, who is part of the team now. And it's so exciting to have them here and to see all the wonderful things that they're adding to the table and doing great things for our EXP agents. So let's go to the next slide and let's get going. So these are the 5 different divisions that we have: the EXP relocation, affinity, REO, Express Offers, and Making It Rain. And we're going to go into great detail about how this works. And Leo, of course, is our Chief Strategy Officer. We're so delighted to have him here. And when Leo and I started talking, I knew that it was going to be a marriage made in heaven because we both love to go ahead and grow business and bring in business. And that is what we do well. Terry Jeffries is our Director of Express Offers. You're going to hear from her today, talking about all the great things that have happened in 2022 and what's going on in 2023. Cindy Nixon, our Director of Corporate Relocation, will be filling us in on all the great things on corporate relocation side. We have Kelvin Zalea, our Manager of REO, our foreclosure division. That has been slow over the last year and a half, but things are definitely starting to pick up, which Kelvin's going to fill us in on. We have Nicole McGee Townsend, who actually is not going to be with us today, but she is our manager running our affinity division and doing an outstanding job on that, which I'll be able to talk about. And then we have Kevin Kamitsky, our manager of Making It Rain, who's going to fill us in on all the awesome things that are going on in the Making It Rain area. So right now we're going to go ahead and play our Revenos video right here. We showed this at EXPCon, but for those of you that haven't seen it, we're going to go ahead and play it right now so you can actually get a real good idea of what Revenos is and what we're planning on doing for you in 2022. So go ahead, Alex, and start the video. Thank you.
EXP has a dedicated group for bringing in quality buyer and seller referrals. Meet Revenos. We're EXP's buyer and seller referral engine, and we are reimagining the referral status quo. Bottom line, that means increased revenue opportunities for you. Get ready to rev up your business. Imagine, what would your business look like with referrals from these business lines? EXP Relocation, EXP Affinity, EXP REO, Express Offers, Making It Rain, EXP Honor Military Rewards. Our referral network is unparalleled, reaching far and wide to bring the best opportunities to EXP agents, and connecting thousands of motivated buyers and sellers per year to agents like you. And this is only the beginning. This is Revenos.
I love that video, Leo. It's tremendous. And so now we're going to go ahead and now that you've got a little bit of more information about Revenos, for those of you that didn't know very much about it, and those of you that do, you know, I still know that there are some agents, Leo, that don't realize that relocation, our REO division, our affinity division, Express Offers, and Making It Rain are all under the Revenos umbrella now, which I thought was a brilliant idea that you had.
Yeah, no, the big answer is communication, right? So one of my big takeaways when I first joined the company is that when folks tried to articulate the value proposition in your group of REO and relocation and affinity, it was almost like a paragraph instead of an elevator pitch. So whether you're interacting with a prospective seller or a prospective buyer, one of the most important things you can do is be able to verbalize the opportunity. And so Revenos, the concept as an umbrella, is everything that could be a company issued referral. So as we continue to expand on the opportunity, it could be institutional owners of real estate who need to sell homes. It could be institutional buyers of real estate who need a network of agents. Terry's working with some short-term rental investors who want to acquire portfolios of Airbnb properties. So the opportunity will only continue to expand, and that's why it was important to just capture it under one name and one division. And agents really just need to think of company generated referrals. So it is a piece of business that you didn't spend money generating through advertising, or you didn't have to work through your sphere of influence. This is a lead that was vetted, and in most instances, almost to an appointment that came via the company. And as I'm staring at my monitor here on my camera, on my other screen, I have a red line for an agreement for an additional partner. So as you can imagine, a good portion of my day and Dawn's days finding new opportunities to bring to you guys.
Absolutely. And when you talk about company generated business on the relocation side, we've certainly done a great job on that. And who's been leading us on that front has been Cindy Nixon. And so let's go ahead and Cindy, why don't you come on and give us an update on where we've been on relocation and where we're going.
Thank you so very much. So we just wanted to kind of start out by, we match local EXP agents to corporate transferee clients. So that is an employee that is asking, or the employer that is asking the employee to move from point A to point B. And they hire EXP's relocation division to identify the best agent and have them facilitate their relocation benefits on the real estate side. We are consistently building industry relationships with all of our top RMCs to bring business directly to our agents. We do require that you take the EXP relocation certification, which we started again for 2023 just last week. So we are 50% of the way through this month's relocation certification. Our training dates for the entire year are on our Relo Affinity Ops group on Workplace, where you can find the Revenos training calendar with all of the divisions that fall underneath the Revenos umbrella are on that calendar. The certification does consist of 4 training modules that builds specifically to the needs that the relocation client is going to need and following the 11-step IRS guidelines. So we are not doing anything that's going to jeopardize those benefits. And I love to say this, that, Dawn, myself, and all of the relocation managers have a tremendous amount of experience. I think, Dawn, all total, we might be getting close to 200 years of experience, and none of us are old enough to really calculate up to 200 years. So, but we do have a lot of industry experience, and we are here to be with you every step of the way. So we're going to go a little bit further into relocation versus affinity when Dawn talks to you about the affinity side. But the relocation side of the umbrella of this is when people are moving due to a job-related move. They are getting real estate services. They're getting household good moving services. They could be getting temporary housing, storage, all of that. We are hired to assist them with, obviously, their real estate side of the transaction. So we work with all of our relocation companies, and we have been getting new ones. And I've got a couple slides from now. We're going to show you a couple of new ones that we've partnered with that EXP has never had the pleasure to work with. So on the affinity side, it's basically, and I'm not going to really get into this because Dawn has a great deal of information to share with you, but affinity is when we are working with a client that is either getting real estate or moving services as being a member of a club or a business that is partnering with us for their affinity opportunities, which is basically a cashback or concession at close in states where they are legal. So there is definitely a difference between our relocation and our affinity business. For the relocation side, we offer marketing assistance, which is the home sale portion, destination services, which is going to be their home purchase. We compete for our listing opportunities most of the time, and the agents will have to complete the broker market analysis and strategy report, which we call the BMA report. We offer affinity real estate services, settling in services, inventory property preservation, which is our corporately owned properties that we have either had an opportunity to market and have not sold, or another brokerage has had the opportunity to market and it has not sold. And the transferee receives a buyout from the employer, and the corporation becomes the owner of the home. And we are going to assist in marketing a vacant property that we are in the process of, and we are charged with keeping that property at its best, completely secure, safe, and maintaining the maintenance of the property. We are very excited to have a very high uptick of rental assistance and area tour and candidate tours. We dabble into corporate temporary housing, and we have had years of experience with group moves where corporations are moving maybe an entire division to a new location, or they're starting up completely in a new location. So here's where I wanted to talk to you about very quickly some new national accounts. K2 is a relocation management company that we have been able to partner with several of their relocation consultants, and giving us some opportunity to work there. Interlink Relocation Resources is one of the new ones on the block, and we have been able to partner with them, and we look forward to doing a lot more business with them in 2023. And then McDonald's houses their own corporate relocation. The actual company that they have under their umbrella is called The Property Place. And hopefully, again, we're going to be partnering with them quite a bit more in 2023. But the one that I'm really excited about is Porchlight. Porchlight is our paid services partner. And if we have transferees that do not want to purchase when they are going into their new location, and they do have rental benefits in their relocation policy, Porchlight then partners with most of our RMCs, and they offer paid service tours. So whether it's a 1-day rental tour, a 4-day rental tour, settling in services, an area or candidate tour, our agents are paid for their time. And we have been able to partner with them since Dawn and I were in Vegas for the second time in October, and we reconnected with them. So they've been able to, as of today, send us 38 rental tours, and some of those have been up to 3 days. So our agents will partner with the client that's transferring in, provide rental assistance, and follow up electronically with communication either via email, text, or phone. So we're very, very excited to bring that to our agents and to be able to partner with. Is that you, Dawn?
No, Cindy, that's not me. Go ahead.
Final slide that I want to talk about today is our 2022 in review. So we had 73% growth in our corporate relocation opportunities. We finished the year with 2,484 referrals, which is up 73% from 1,161 in 2021. We had just under 1,600 home sale opportunities and just under 900 home purchase opportunities, with a closed volume at $2.5 billion. So we're extremely, extremely proud of the partnership that we have with our agents going out there and doing a great job, because if we don't have those agents, it doesn't matter how many opportunities we have, we will not continue to get the opportunities that we have had. So that's our relocation review for you. And if you have any questions, please join our Relo Affinity Ops group. And I am happy to tackle those questions one-on-one, or you can always send an email to the relocation@exprealty.net.
Thank you, Cindy. And I know you and your team have done such an awesome job, an amazing job bringing in the business and helping grow it. Because when we started 2 years ago, it was me for a month, and then I brought you in. You were my first hire, and then we were all of a sudden to 22 referrals, and then it was 48 referrals, and now we're getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of referrals every month, and it's amazing. to be
Yes.
able to drive it out. And one of the things I can talk about, Cindy's team and everybody in Revenos, our team, our job is to drive more leads and more qualified referrals to you, our agents. And so that is what we're here for, is to drive as many qualified referrals to you, to go ahead and add opportunities and offerings to you, and so that you can increase your revenue stream. So we're very excited about that. So Cindy, thank you
Absolutely.
for talking about that. And we look forward to hearing more from you over the year.
I'll
And
be
now,
here.
thanks. Now we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about affinity business again, which is not the same as relocation. It's an employee or member benefit programs that we can offer, or that you can offer as an agent in your local markets. So let's talk about how that works. So we offer real estate and moving services to employer membership groups. We build those relationships with top organizations to bring the business directly to you. And only certified agents can take advantage of these opportunities, just like in relocation and REO. The certification will contain 2 modules that are built specifically for you, and it's led by us. We have industry experts in the field that we can go ahead and talk to you about the different types of affinity business. Now, we have the 2 types of training. One training is basically specifically to help you understand some client-specific needs. Home Story is one of those new clients that we'll talk a little bit more about. And the other training, the affinity training, is to teach you how to go out in your own market and create your own affinity business in your local markets. Have you ever thought of going out to, your local hospital, your school district, your police department, or your fire department, and going in and offering them real estate moving services, because 10% of that population moves every single year? And how do you capture more of that population? So let's talk about how affinity is different from relocation, as Cindy mentioned. It is a membership program, and there are employees that move outside of a job-related move. Examples of great affinity programs have been USAA. That was a great affinity program that was running really well, and basically Cardis was managing it. USAA pulled back, and they have not been in the real estate business for a while now, and we understand that they are moving back into it, which is exciting to know. It's an opportunity for us, right? Corporations are not paying for the move when it's an affinity move, and individuals are responsible for their own cost of their move. And there can be client concessions also in this, but only in states where it's legal for affinity business. One of our new clients this past year has been Beacon Relocation. While their name is Relocation, they are truly an affinity client. They are not a corporate relocation client. But what they do require, they have some very specific requirements, and they've done very well. So Beacon Relocation is in the aviation industry. That's where they started. The 2 gentlemen that started the company were air traffic controllers. And so they're very well entrenched in the aviation industry. And we've had some great referrals through Beacon Relocation, but they're really specific. Any agent that they want to even consider to handle their business must have 5 stars on either Google, Zillow, Realtor.com, or Facebook. They need to have an online presence. They feel that if the agent has an online presence, they have a better chance and a better connection with the buyers or sellers. The agent must live within about 30-mile radius of the customer's desired area. And most of Beacon Relocation's customers are buyers. The agent has to possess excellent communication skills. That means you're going to respond. And one of the things that's important is when you do answer the phone, because the CEO or the CFO of Beacon Relocation would be calling you directly if we do recommend you as an agent to work with them. And when they do call you, they really would like to make sure you answer the phone. Hi, this is Dawn Conchatori with eXp Realty. How may I help you? Answering the phone like, hello, isn't going to work. And that's going to be where we're going to get a phone call and ask us to change the agent. So please make sure that your voicemail is professional and that you do answer the phone in a professional manner, because they want to make sure they're dealing with an eXp agent and not somebody else that they may have misdialed. The agent does have to be licensed for 2 years as per Beacon Relocation. They also have pre-approved buyer referrals. These buyers come with a mortgage in hand, and the buyer will receive a 20% concession at close in the states where it's legal. And so Beacon has done a really good job making sure that their program is very successful, and we have been growing that program with them as a great team and partner, and we're really excited to work with them. Okay, our next big client that we brought in this year is Home Story. We're very excited about Home Story. And for those of you that have already attended a Home Story training, great. If you have not, we do have Home Story trainings regularly, and we would invite you to come. But also know that Home Story is requiring agents must be licensed for 2 years, and they would like you to have a total of 20 transactions over the last 24 months. Hope Story partners with the top 25 mortgage originators such as Chase, Freedom, PennyMac, SoFi, RBC Bank, and there are many more that they deal with. Their leads are pre-qualified. We would be working with the lending officer, Home Story, and the EXP agent. They make a great triangle, and what we find is that when there is a triangle between the lending officer, the Home Story, us, and the EXP agent, that the chance of a conversion rates are much, much higher. The buyer does receive a concession after close in select states, and that is paid by Home Story after closing. Okay, Cindy, let's go to the next slide. Let's talk about Affinity and what we've done so far. So in 2022, we've already brought in Affinity, and we really were only open for about 6 months of last year. We brought in over 1,600 Affinity referrals that have been sent to our EXP agents. That's over a 1,200% increase year over year. And we've closed 114 billion in closed volume. That's awesome. You've done a tremendous job, the Affinity team and our Affinity agents. And we're looking for more Affinity agents to join the team. And we're also looking for more agents to join our Home Story team. So as we contact you, or if you're interested, please make sure to respond back. Let us know that you are interested in this business, and we will bring you in and show you what the clients are looking for, what they need, and make sure that you qualify. And if not, we'll work towards getting you qualified as you continue to grow your business. Even if you're a new agent, I think it's very important to take as much of our training and certification as you can. The reason is you could have a customer that you have on your own, but let's say it's a relocation listing. If you don't know how relocation listings work and what the process is, the chances of your buyer having a sale that closes on a relocation listing would be a lot less than if you didn't know how the process works. So we encourage you to come and take these trainings, even if you're not quite ready to be qualified as per the client needs. But if you understand how the business works and how the process works, you've got a much better chance of having an offer on an REO property, or an offer on an Affinity property, or a relocation property come to fruition and put some money in your pocket. So Affinity has done an excellent job in terms of increasing the business, and we are continuing to increase business throughout the year. We've got some new clients that we've just brought on, and we'll be talking about shortly. Cindy, go ahead. So our Honor Military Rewards program, our website is going to be rolled out this quarter. We're really excited about it. We hope to have it rolled out last quarter, but we have to make sure it's just perfect. And this is our special military rewards program, where we work with our active duty, our veterans, and our retired military service members from the armed forces, and help them with all their real estate needs. There are PCSs, or personal change of station, military people that move. They do not receive military benefits. In fact, when I was just on vacation last week, the Uber driver is an active duty military, and he and his family are getting ready to PCS. So, of course, by the end of the ride, which was an hour to get to the airport, we exchanged numbers, and he will be working with us, which was exciting. But they need some help, and they don't always have their benefits covered, and help with the move. And so that's what we'll be doing with them. We're building relationships with military organizations and bases to bring business directly to you. Only our certified agents can take advantage of these opportunities. And right now, we have different specific trainings that are being developed depending on the corporate client and what their needs and expectations are. So there will be new trainings coming consistently as our business continues to grow for you. So let's go ahead and talk about our training. we have continued industry training that we're developing. We've got new affinity clients we're bringing in. We've got new markets as preferred brokerages that we are being given specific markets that other companies may have been in the past. And one new client that we've just brought in, they are moving out a company and they're moving us into a market. So that's happening across the United States in many different areas. The continued growth is for ultimate support. We really are very excited about being able to support you so that you can deliver the best service and the outstanding service. And together, by doing an outstanding job and meeting and exceeding our client needs, we can continue to bring in more business for you. Somebody in the industry has to deliver services to these corporate clients, and we want it to be EXP, and we think you're the best agents to be in the position to handle that business. Okay, I'm now going to turn it over to Kelvin Zelaya. Kelvin is our manager of our REO division, and he is going to talk to us and give us an update on what has been happening in the foreclosure world. It's been changing quite a bit, and also talking about our investor-owned new clients that we've been working with. So Kelvin, take it away.
Thank you so much, Don, and thank you, Leo, for this day and to be able to come to you all and talk to you about REO. What is REO? REO stands for real estate owned. Real estate owned are either foreclosed properties that have gone through the foreclosure process or a deed in lieu of foreclosure. And what happened is the property went to auction by the court, did not sell at court, and it ended up reverting back to the lender or the bank or institution. And that was what becomes an REO. We also have investor owned properties. These are properties that are not REO related, not bank owned, but they're institutional owned properties. So we're here. What we do in REO is we assign EXP agents to manage and list bank-owned properties. We're building the industry relationship with the top banks, hedge funds, and organizations, and we're here to bring you, our EXP agents, business directly straight to you. And only the certified agents can take advantage of these opportunities. So make sure you get certified. And the certification consists of 4 training modules that are about 3 hours each. That would it's going to help you build some specialty skills and knowledge, and also give you some industry experts and decades of combined experience. And I'm also going to give you some insider knowledge as to what an asset manager, which my previous position was at a few institutions, and kind of how they think and what they do. So next slide, please. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a summary of what happened in 2022 with the foreclosures and kind of tell you why REO has been a little bit slower than normal. So these are 2022 foreclosure filings. There was 324,237 U.S. properties, which is about 0.23% of the mortgages out there that were in default. That was an increase of 115% year over year from 2021. We are coming from 2020 and 2021, where we had some of the moratoriums in place that we were not able to foreclose or evict anybody from the properties due to this thing called the pandemic. So this is still a decrease of 34% from 2019, which is the pre-pandemic year, and down from the peak, which is about 2.9 million properties back in 2010, which was at 2.23. So it was a small percentage of actual properties, 2.23%, that created that big havoc back in 2009 plus going forward. So next slide, please. Cindy, are you able to go to the next slide, please? Let's see. All right, sorry, there we go. And how does 2022 compare to the pre-pandemic? The lenders repossessed 42,854 REOs, or those are properties that became REOs. That was an increase of 67% from 2021. And as I said, we come from moratorium, so there's going to be a big jump, but still a decrease of 70% from 2019 pre-pandemic. That means that we're still heading up, and that was a decrease of 96% back from 2010. So if you look at the next chart, Cindy, in this chart, you can see how the history has been since 2005. As you can see, we peaked in about 2009 and 2010, and then we hit the pandemic right there at 2019. You can see there was 493 and change properties. We went extremely low to 0.16%, but as you can see, we're getting a steady increase, and we are expecting to continue to see increases in foreclosure activity and REOs in the coming months. So next slide, please. One of the advantages that we have about our leadership is they're forward thinking. And I got to thank them for that because they try to take advantage of both situations. So, right now, the relocation and affinity business are booming, and REO is very low. So, what it's expecting is there's going to be a shift in the market where people are starting to get into default. As you probably already know, the Fed has been increasing interest rates. Although the Fed rates don't necessarily apply to the real estate rates directly, they indirectly affect everything else, which includes, job opportunities. It also includes people investing in properties, and there's a potential decline with inflation, which is what they're trying to curtail. You're going to see a lot of people that have seen a lot of appreciation in the past few years because of the low interest rates are now going to start potentially getting in trouble. So people that were previously able to gain huge equity, they were able to get out from under their mistakes and sell the properties. However, what's going to be happening next is people are not going to see the appreciation we have seen in the past few years, and they might start getting in trouble. It does take a little bit of while to get through the foreclosure process, but we are starting to see people have more increased credit card debt because they're trying to make ends meet. We're seeing inflation being a factor. And if you have been to the market lately, you know that eggs are absolutely out of control in their prices. So, what's in store for 2023? We continue to grow business. We continue to see increased business and activity. We do continue to sign national contracts, and we are doing REO training. And what is coming for the next year, we also have additional training for investor centric training. Excuse me, that was a mouthful. Investor centric training. What that means is we're going to teach you, our agents, how to become an investor yourself so you can go and help other people that want to learn how to become an investor do a great job. So, next slide, please. So a lot of question that I get a lot is how do I become REO certified? So I made it as three very simple steps. Step one is join the REO Mastermind Workplace Group. Once you get there, there's going to be a pin post. That pin post is filled with fabulous information and frequently asked questions that I get. And this is going to help you navigate also the site of the Workplace Group. Also, the next step is going to be take REO certification modules and any updated classes. The updated classes are as needed and as they become available or as a client requires. And the next step is be available when we reach out to you. And also just being able to pick up that phone and being available, because sometimes we have to fill this quickly, and there's times where we try to fill them out, maybe we don't get a response, and by the time we do get a response, it's been filled. So sometimes they move quickly, so just be ready and available. Next slide, please. And this, if you take out your phones, you'll be able to do a QR scan. And this is going to take you to the REO Mastermind group where you're going to join. This is where you're going to go see the pin post and read it. Fabulous information on there. And also, this is where you have questions. We have the beehive mentality where all of us will come together and help you out if you have any questions. Also, great place to have some resources available to you as well. And so then when are the next REO certification classes? Well, they're coming up, and they're coming up quickly. It's the next one. Module one is going to be on January 24th. They all start at 10 a.m. Pacific time or 1 p.m. Eastern time, so adjust for your time zone. The module number 2 class is going to be on January 26th. And on January 31st, we have module 3. And in February, we have module 4. We pretty much have them almost every month. It might skip a month depending on our schedule as well. Next slide. So where are these certification classes? Congratulations, you're already in the auditorium and you made it here. So it's over here in the auditorium, and it's not available on the mobile or tablet app at this point, but that's just currently not available, and only the live sessions get certification credit. There's no need for you to sign up or register anywhere to attend. You just come over the day of training. We take attendance in the background, and you could take the modules in any order. So if you start miss a session, you could take it, and then the next time it's being offered, you could retake that session. And attendance is, like I said, is automatically taken in the world. Next slide, please. So these dates might not work for you, and if they don't, do we have other dates? Yes. So I invite you to please download our Revenos calendar. So if you take out your phones one more time, you'll be able to download our Revenos calendar. This Revenos calendars is filled with all the training we have available for all our 5 departments. And this is going to help you. Now I'm going to help you navigate in the next slide on how to review the dates. So if you notice at the bottom left of the calendar, there's going to tell you what time zone this calendar is currently in. And then on the bottom right, you're going to see a plus sign. So if you go to the next slide, I know that we don't have excellent vision. So that's what you're going to see. It tells you what the events shown in the time zone are. And currently in that one is Pacific time zone. And if you click on that plus sign, it's going to do a fabulous thing. It's going to add it to your current Google Calendar, and you're going to be able to see all your classes and all the schedules for Revenos training in your own calendar, and you'll be able to, remove it or add it as you want to see the different days and times. So once again, this is a slide of the current certification, the January 24th, 26th, 31st, and February 2nd. They all start at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. We hope to see you there if you haven't taken certification. And if you want to have a refresher, we would love to have you there, and it's in the world. So the next slide, please. Next, I want to introduce the fabulous Director of Express Offers Development, Miss Terry Jeffries. Terry, welcome, and take it away.
Well, thank you, Kelvin. That was sweet of you and well done. I applaud you. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Hello, EXP. I'm so excited to be here today, you guys. You know what? This culmination of creativity, talent, and expertise under this Revenos umbrella is beyond what any other brokerage in the industry is offering right now. So I'm glad, I'm thankful for those of you who are in the auditorium listening to this. I hope you're taking diligent notes. This is a game changer. And if you are in attraction or not in attraction, I mean, what agent couldn't use all of these tools? So I'm here today to talk to you about express offers. Many of you might have heard all this, but I'm going to give you kind of the very high level overview of express offers, what it is, what it does, why you should care, how to get engaged, and what is really important coming in 2023. So first of all, express offers, what is it? Right? We've got a lot of misconceptions out there, guys. Agents think that this is solely for distressed properties. I will tell you it is not. This is a convenience option. eXp Realty built a proprietary iBuying software platform called Express Offers that's going to allow you to introduce seller clients to institutional buyers who buy in cash within a short time frame. This exclusive tool is going to allow eXp agents to provide more convenient options to sellers. Please, please, please write this down. The entire crux of this conversation today is giving agents more options to make money, and Express Offers is key to your success in 2021. Next slide, please. Okay, why should you care? Well, simple. Seller leads, right? We have an entire staffed ISA team with 8 inside sales associates who are calling on leads. We have partnered with outside companies that are supplying us with seller leads. We are calling, we are qualifying these seller leads, and we are handing them out to agents all over the place. Guys, you have to understand the importance of a seller lead. The National Association of Realtors, super important. The National Association indicates that realtors who focus on listings make 3 times more money. And you might say, well, Terry, why is that? Well, number one, the listing is going to sell, right? Number two, the seller has to live somewhere, live up, move down, who cares? It's another transaction. Number three, your buyer pool that is created from that listing, you should be able to convert one of those buyers into yet another transaction. Guys, I'd love to be able to stand on my head and whistle at you guys so you get it, but listings are where it's at. He who controls the listing inventory wins. That's why Revenos was designed and developed so that we can provide you with the maximum opportunities to get seller clients as possible. One listing lead can equal multiple transactions. I just described to you how. And in the Express Offers certification, I'm going to teach you how to make that possibly number 4, number 5, and number 6. So there's a ton of ways to convert these leads long term. One of my missions is in real estate for 28 years. One of my missions has been to make agents better agents. Okay. I want to help teach you how to build your business, how to take one listing lead and convert it into multiple transactions. Okay. The sellers already know about cash offers. You guys have heard it. The industry news, we started hearing about iBuyers, mid 2019. Ever since then, the big three, Zillow, Open Door, OfferPad. They have spent billions, guys, billions of dollars to market directly to the consumer. The consumer hears about it on radio, TV, Facebook, all over the place. They get it. They know they can get a cash offer. And so we, as real estate agents, need to become their trusted advisor. We need to be able to explain what these cash offers are when we're meeting directly with a seller client. They think they get it, but frankly, they don't. That's why you have a real estate license, okay? And eXp Realty is the only brokerage offering this type of program for our agents. Many are falling right now. If you're paying attention to Inman or Riz Media or whatever your channel is, pay attention, because we're still standing. We're gonna be standing for quite some time, and I'll tell you why. Next slide, please. Okay, how do you get started? Super important, really easy. Number one thing you need to do is join our workplace group, Express Offers Community. Okay, for those of you in this audience that are not dialed into Workplace, guys, you're missing the mark. Workplace is a plethora of information. Best way that we know how to communicate our Express Offers information. So please join our workplace group, Express Offers Community. Second thing I'm going to ask you to do is read the pinned post. Okay. In the pinned post, that contains all of our meat and potatoes, our links, our knowledge base, our training links, everything, the instructions on how to introduce an iBuyer. Yes, that's right, folks. I'm going to give you some statistics in just a minute, but every single one of our investors on our marketplace of buyers has been introduced by an EXP agent. And that EXP agent is getting an additional revenue stream for introducing those iBuyers. I'll get there in a minute. Back to training. When you are reading the pinned post, click on the training link in the pinned post. It's very clear. Anything in blue is clickable. Click it. You're going to be transported to Trackstar, which is our learning management system, and you will be able to take the Express Offer certification on demand. On demand. So 10 o'clock at night in your jammies, guys, you can jump on to Trackstar and take the Express Offer certification. The Express Offer certification is going to be a catalyst to several other certifications that we are going to offer in 2023. So at bare minimum, jump in there and get that one knocked out right away. Okay, right away. Next slide. Oh, and by the way, the certification for Express Offers, if you sit down and do it in one sitting, it's going to take you about 4 hours or so. Okay, super fast. I'm going to say, how are we different? All right, a few program differentiators that you need to understand why we are not Open Door. We are not OfferPad, and Ding Dong Zillow's dead. So we'll forget about that. All right, we're keeping you the trusted advisor, the agent in the transaction. Super important. You need to be able to explain this to a seller. They know about it, but they're not really clear on the details. So you have to be able to talk about this. I will tell you, if you walk out of a listing presentation without talking about a cash offer option, you're going to walk out of that listing presentation with the seller thinking they know more than you do. Never a good place to be. So please dial in. We're offering training and certification processes. In that, I didn't do a slide specifically for this, but continuous skill building opportunities. Guys, when you go into the Express Offers Communities page, up at the top, there's several other buttons you could click on. Click on events. When you click on events, you're going to see we are having 2 iBuyer conversation classes a month, 2 peer-driven conversations a month, allowing you to dive in a safe place, ask your questions, learn more about iBuyers and how this all works. And those are at 11 a.m. Central Time every Thursday of the month. They're going to alternate iBuyer and peer conversations. Peer conversations, of course, are led by your peers. So they're people who are killing it with Express Offers. You need to dive in and see what they're doing. The seller only pays the commission. We do not buy houses. No convenience fees like Open Door. We have vetted cash buyers. We make sure that they can buy in cash. We make sure that they are a legitimate corporation. We make sure that they've done at least 25 properties in the last 12 rolling months. So they are real. They are not some ma and pa that's jumping on our platform to try and, scrape off the leads. We're giving you, guys, this again, write this one down. We're giving you a checkbook in your pocket for every listing appointment. Now let's get to some realities here. Is a seller going to take an iBuyer offer every time? No. No, guys, these are convenient offers. Convenience offers. This is not retail offers. Okay? So no, they are not going to take it. However, you need to provide it anyway. And then last but not least, lead generation. We offer you organic, referral, paid leads. Leads is where it's at, and this is what makes express offers so important. Two things you need to know. Super important. Number one, Express Offers is a business unit of EXP. What that means is that we are not a partner. We are not a third party vendor. Everyone in this audience is an agent owner, including me. And so therefore you have a vested interest in the success of this program. When we make money, you make money, stock prices, blah, blah, everything is well with the world when this program succeeds. Okay, next slide, please. Here's some lead referral sources that are coming to you directly from your Revenos department. We have got seller leads. iBuyer.com is sending us seller leads. We're going to be getting certification and seller leads from Curbio, from Divvy. Some of these other referral partners are onboarded with us and are serving up leads. The leads go to our ISA team. The ISA team is taking a lot of the work on. They're qualifying the sellers and they're giving those leads to agents. Okay, is there a fee? You bet there's a fee. Does anybody serve you up commissions for free? Of course not. Don't sweat the small stuff, you guys. A 25, 30, 35% one-time referral is nothing. Don't sweat the small stuff. Remember, we're going to teach you how to take that one referral lead and turn it into multiple transactions. So don't, try to get out of that paycheck to paycheck, that one commission mentality. The referral fee is Zippo compared to a lifelong relationship with this seller client because you're going to do such a great job. Okay, next slide. A few stats. I'm going to buzz through this. What you really need to pay attention to here is the conversion rates. So the conversion rates for Express Offers transaction is at a 3.04. We are running right along with the big dogs who are, the industry standard is about 3%. If you look at the lead generation stats on the right side of the slide, we're running at a 5.7% lead conversion. Guys, we're killing it. We're killing it. Don't discount these numbers if you're not quite sure what it exactly means, but trust me, I will tell you, we are killing it. 8,000 properties have been submitted to the Express Offers platform. 5,559 leads have been given out to agents, creating 2,152 appointments. It doesn't get any better than this, guys. Okay, next slide, please. All right, what's coming in 2023? We are going to provide you with more opportunities, more advantages, more iBuyers, more buy boxes, more leads. Again, I get so excited about this. I can hardly sit still in my seat. So I know I'm using my hands a lot, and I apologize, but I get so excited. All right, commercial buy boxes will be rolling out soon. We have in development right now. Oh, this is huge. We've got certifications becoming available for partners, our solutions partner Divvy, our solutions partner Curbio, and soon coming on board Revity, which is our short-term rental underwriting partner. Now, what does that mean? Riches are in the niches. So you're going to have to dive in. And of course, Express Offer certification is the precursor for all of these additional certifications. But guys, hashtag invest in yourself. Oh my God, if you're not time blocking a couple hours every single week to build your skills, go work at McDonald's. That's all I can tell you. Anywho, all right. I've used up my time and then some. Every single seller's problem can be taken care of with a solution. Two things I need to add. Tina Gonzalez is our Express Offers property concierge. She can be found in the world Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. Just find the Expo Hall under the EXP Solutions, and you can go speak to Tina one-on-one. Lastly, I don't know. I forgot lastly. Anyway, let me go ahead and introduce Kevin Comiskey. Kevin is our rock star manager of our Making It Rain and our lead generation programs. Kevin and I have been working together since the onset of Express Offers, and he is absolutely amazing. Kevin, yay!
Thank you, Terry.
Okay, I'm out.
My turn. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Terry. Thanks for everyone there in the Revenues Auditorium. Thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate being able to round things out here as far as the program summaries go with Making It Rain. Now, with all of these amazing programs we're running here through Revenos, let's turn everyone in here into a rainmaker. What do you say? So when it comes to Making It Rain, we are running digital marketing campaigns on your behalf. So leads are flowing right into your funnel, right into your database, and you can focus on obviously converting those leads and selling all those opportunities as well. Name of the game. So, and when I say digital marketing campaigns, we're running in media channels like Google, Facebook, and driving that traffic and those ads directly and those leads directly into your CRM. And depending on, the different products is how those leads flow in, but we can get all to that later. So, and we have different pricing tiers on each product. It really depends. But again, we'll get into that. The biggest thing, to summarize here are our on-demand intros. Just like Terry just described with her on-demand intros, her certifications, through Trackstar, we have our on-demand intros for Making It Rain in different products. So when you come out of this and you're saying, I want to learn more about Making It Rain, the first step is taking the intro course. That's going to give you a total visual overview in about 30-40 minutes and really give you the name of the game there. The reason we created it is to have you walk out of that and be able to confidently answer if you want to sign up and participate or not. So next slide, please. Some of the benefits of the program overall, obviously you want to be generating leads to promote your business, of course, pretty obvious there. We've been running this program for a while. We've all got that experience. We've been through testing, experience, automation. We've got the campaigns locked in. So let us do that heavy lifting for you. No change to your commission splits here. These are your leads. It's a monthly membership, so it's a little bit different. But with the monthly membership, these leads are your leads. So there's no extra referral on top of these. So no extra due at closing. It's a monthly membership. The leads are your leads. No extra platform fees, and that's a big theme as well. This is a value add to EXP exclusive EXP agents. Making It Rain is just an EXP program like all these other great programs. We're not trying to give you more fees or anything. So no setup fees, no platform fees. It's month to month. To make it easy for you, flexibility. So whatever when you sign up for target areas or your price point for your membership, all of that is flexible down the road. Another big thing is training. We just don't want to give you all of these opportunities. We want to help you close on those. So training in the form of helping you utilize your CRM, making you a pro with your CRM and lead follow-up and closing, lead conversion, all these resources, whether they be video, PDFs, tutorials, whatever it might be, getting those in your hands to help you convert. And of course, easy to access us, the Making It Rain team, myself, Kevin Comiskey, workplace chat, email, any of the other Revenos team can point you our way as well. So great and important there. So next slide, please. Some of the platform benefits. So we've got our Making It Rain new platform, which is the MIR dashboard. That's where you can log in. I'll be getting a little bit more about that later, but the name of the game there is making it easy for you to learn more and sign up. So right in there, you can take the intro course for any product you're interested in and click Get Started. And in 15 minutes, have a lead generation campaign running for you. Other big part of that is the visibility into your campaigns. Be able to view how they're doing, be able to, edit them if you need to, pause, restart, whatever you need to, putting that right in your hands to easily log in and the visibility into your campaigns. And lastly, the control, like I kind of already mentioned, to edit and change as you see needed when it comes to whether you have one campaign or several, easy to jump in and edit those. It's also, lastly, an easy place to where all of our resources are, which we'll be getting to as well. But as I've already mentioned, intro courses for both of our current programs, home search leads, which in a nutshell, we are running Google search advertising. So all buyers, jumping on to Google, searching for homes for sale in your area. We're working to have your ad pop up right in the search results for that consumer, that home buyer, home seller, even, and have that, drive that traffic directly to your website and the leads inherently into your CRM. With express offers, Terry just touched on all the great value proposition to the consumer with and all of you as agents with express offers. So we're piggybacking off of that and putting all that great value proposition for the consumer, the homeowner, for express offers. Quick cash offer, hassle-free, pick your closing date, all of that value proposition we are turning into display advertising on Google and serving that up to potential home sellers, homeowners right in your area to create leads for around express offers and basically, at the end of the day, get that conversation going with potential home sellers on, if they're interested in an all cash offer. So that we are running on Facebook. So quick summary of both the current products. Next slide, please. Big thing here, another QR code for you to pull out your phones and scan. This is going to give you everything you need with this. If you scan this QR code, take you to our website, the intro courses that I've mentioned, one-stop shop for everything I just mentioned. Intro courses, step by step. We want to make it super easy when it comes to signing up and learning more. So we've got step by step, starting with taking the intro course, as I already mentioned, step by step on getting signed up and feeling confident about your sign up, or at least just learning more. Class handouts, more resources. I will throw the link to this into the EXP World chat box there as soon as I'm wrapped up, so you can walk away with a tangible PDF and electronic link to all these great things as well if you can't scan the QR code right now. Tons of free resources as well. So next slide, please. As far as just a quick overview of last year, we introduced the Making It Rain dashboard, we launched this new platform for you to be able to log in easily at mirdashboard.exprealty.com. You can log in right with your EXP passport credentials. Super easy to log in. It's waiting for you. If you haven't popped in yet, log in and start to learn more and sign up if you're interested. So last year, we have also generated over 120,000 leads for all of our agents that are participating in this. So tremendous amount of opportunities and leads into your funnel. Lastly, lots of new courses, videos, resources we introduced last year, new courses on converting your leads, improving your Facebook business page, giving you drip campaigns for your CRM, just handing them over so you can clone those and use those for your leads. So tons of great training, tutorials, and actual tangible resources like that drip campaigns for you to implement into your own marketing. As far as this upcoming year, the year that we're in, 23 here, what's coming up, what we have in the forecast, like to stick with the Making It Rain weather theme here. What's on the horizon here? What's the 7-day forecast, if you will? Working on a lot of new products. And we want your feedback on these, but rolling out premium versions of our campaigns as well. So for teams, for agents who want to spend a little bit more, want a little bit more enhanced ads, retargeting ads, multi-channel. So be able to hit on like Google, Facebook, and speaking of that, working on TikTok as well, rolling down, coming up down the road. So be able to take one campaign and market on multiple channels at once. Also, life of a listing. So being able to market a listing you have coming up, a listing you've got just, that just hit the market, and, getting it closed as well. So being able to market that whole life of a listing to an area around the listing. as well as really piggybacking off of all the other great EXP solutions and helping you leverage those EXP solutions with digital advertising, and turning EXP solutions, leveraging advertising, and creating leads around those EXP solutions. Tons of new resources as well. That's really a big name of the game for this year as well. Tons of videos. We've got a commitment to do tons of training videos. I myself have a commitment to make, starting last week, a training video, easy to absorb, short training videos, bite size, that you can implement strategies for the next 30 days. So tons of video resources, tons of classes. We have 14 classes. All the other great programs, Revenos programs, have touched on what they've got coming up. We've got 14 as well over the first half of the year here. Tons of more tangible resources like project planner for this year, video creation planner, helping you do video as well, and really focusing on all the needs of each agent group. Are you a new agent to the business as a whole? What do you need? Really focusing on your needs as a new agent. Are you new to EXP? What do you need to get going with EXP? What can we help you with as far as lead generation? Are you, an icon agent with a team? What can we do to help your team? Really focusing on what we can do to help each agent group along the way. Working on a closing leaderboard so we can, get a little competition going, track closings through a closing leaderboard. New dashboard features in the Making It Rain dashboard, making it even easier for you to edit your current campaigns, make changes, make adjustments, in improvements and customization. And at the end of the day, everything we can do to get you more clients and more closings. Next slide, please. As far as upcoming classes, the next 4 upcoming classes we've got tomorrow, so please catch it. If you want to know more about Making It Rain, we've got a great agent panel tomorrow right here in the Revenos auditorium, looking at, even more detail about what we have coming up this year, and a great agent panel on what that agent panel did last year to find success and what they're planning to do this upcoming year. So a little bit more about this year straight from some top performing rainmakers using Making It Rain. Converting leads next week, taking massive action, which is needed, in the market that we're in, at the beginning of February, drip campaign classes, other classes we have coming up, Making It Rain for teams, closing like a rainmaker, a class for doing video, and a class for in April on what new products we've rolled out in the first few months of the year here. Next slide. Perfect. That's going to wrap it up for me. I'll hand it back to the team on a little bit more information about Revenos. Thanks, everybody.
Kevin, very much appreciate it. Great job, really great job. And I'm so impressed. When I hear about Kevin and talking about the marketing campaigns, I wished when I was an agent and I was actually listing and selling that I had somebody with his expertise behind me that could go ahead and help me create marketing campaigns, because that was not my strength. I was really good out in the field, but I was not good on the online. And Kevin is really an expert at it, and he's done an outstanding job. And 120,000 leads, Kevin, that's amazing that you've been able to bring in. But and look at what Terry's done. I look at in a changing market like we're in. And it's a little nerve-wracking. Those of you that have been in real estate for a long time, like myself, this will be the 3rd round of a market that has changed. But for those of you that have been in the market less than a few years, this is a new thing for you. And what do? You have to be agile. We have to be innovative, and we have to all build something that's sustainable, right? And that's what EXP has done. And that's because of Terry Jeffries and what she's doing with Express Offers and iBuyer. Cindy Nixon, what she's doing with relocation. And we have Nicole Begay Townsend, what she's been leading with affinity business, and Kelvin Zalea with our REO referrals. And then you have Kevin Kamitsky with Making It Rain and marketing campaigns, creating marketing campaigns. But really, we've got a great team of experts that are here working for you. Our job is to drive qualified referrals to you. And these are valuable company referrals. And it's really easy. What do you have to do? get certified. Most of our clients require that the agents have to be certified to receive a referral. So if your next door neighbor is getting transferred and he wants to use you, the first thing that server relocation is going to do is ask us, is that agent certified? And if you're not, it puts us in a bind, because then we can't say, yes, they are certified. We have to tell them, well, they're in the process of getting certified, but that causes problems too, because some clients won't go for that. So it's really important. The first thing that you can do is get certified. Join the workplace group that is affiliated with it. So we've got Relo Affinity Ops Workplace Group, we've got REO Mastermind, we've got Express Offers, and then we've got Making It Rain. So once you've joined those groups, then go on and read the pinned posts. And the pinned posts will have a plethora of information for you that will talk to you about what you need to do to go ahead and qualify and get that business, because there are certain steps that you have to do. And then the next thing I'm going to say, the most important thing is answer your phone. That's really important. And also I could tell you, on your workplace profiles, please go in and make sure your workplace profiles have your phone numbers written down, your email address, and also the markets that you cover, because there are many times that my team, the people that you've met today, that are going to be trying to place qualified referrals. And we might go and you might be an agent that, oh, this agent looks like this agent is going to be right for this referral. And we're trying to find information from you. Evidently we're having trouble reaching you. And so we're going to go in your profile would be one of the things we check. And if your phone number is not right in there, or it's just your office number and it's not your cell phone number, we've got a short time to place those referrals. So we need to reach you quickly. So being available is really important. So adding your picture, that's another thing. Terry, thank you. Terry Jeffries just sent me a note and said, please tell him to add your picture, because it helps us to get to know you better when we see your picture. And that's also fun, that when we go to EXPCon or we go to shareholders and we're going past you and we say, hey, I know you. I gave you a referral in Dodge City, Kansas, or wherever it may be. It's important for us to know you and build that relationship with you. So make sure to answer your phone and update your workplace profile. Make sure that that's up to date and complete. If you've been able to get into Home Story, make sure your Home Story profiles are complete. The one that we have on e-relocation, that's a profile for us, so that internally we know who you are and we have all the great information about you. Those are all great points to start with. Okay. So as you know, Revenos, we've brought in 24 months, over 7,000 motivated buyers and sellers, referrals directly to you. We're industry leading in terms of our training. Clients love our training, and they want to make sure that agents that we give referrals to have gone through our training. And we're constantly expanding our network with new opportunities for you. So the latest one that we're talking about is teaching our agents how to go out in their local markets and grow the affinity business in their local markets. That's a new training that we have going on, as well as the express offers and the Making It Rain training. So make sure that you are up to date on what's going on. We look forward to reporting back to you next year. And now we have our QR code slides, which we're going to go ahead and you can go ahead and look at this QR code and rev up your business with Revenos certifications. Set yourself up for long-term success with our training. We're really excited to have you a part of it and have you on our team. You can always email us at revenos@exprealty.net. Or go ahead and scan here, and we look forward to working with you. So thank you so much for participating with us and being with us for this afternoon from EXP Affinity, EXP Relocation, EXP REO, Express Offers, and Making It Rain. Thank you for being here. And by the way, where do we cover? We cover globally. We are covering all over the United States. And this was a great map, but it's only part of the United States. But we do cover, we're doing business in Canada, as well as a number of different countries, as well as across the United States. So thank you from the Revenos team. We thank you very much. It is our pleasure to work with you. We are honored, and we look forward to continuing to grow this business for you. And thank you to the Revenos team for everything that you've done and all the efforts bringing this to the table. I appreciate you all. Have a very successful 2023, and we look forward to great things this year. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.